Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we dive deep into one of the most unbelievable discoveries in the world of rare coins, a story that continues to shock collectors, experts, and enthusiasts across the globe. Imagine holding a simple 1-cent coin, a coin you might find lying on the street, tucked inside a drawer, or resting unnoticed in a piggy bank. Now imagine that coin being worth not $10, not $1,000, not even $100,000, but an astonishing $133.5 million. Yes, a single 1-cent Liberty coin from 2001 with the Denver Mint mark, a tiny copper-plated coin that usually buys nothing more than a piece of candy, suddenly becoming a life-changing treasure. Today, I am going to take you on a long and detailed journey into why this coin, when struck with extremely rare errors, minting mistakes, and variations in mint marks, has been pushed into the world of ultra-rare collectibles with a jaw-dropping value that seems impossible at first glance. So sit back and allow this story to unfold, because what you are about to hear may change the way you look at every coin that passes through your hands. Many people overlook the pennies produced in the early 2000s, assuming they hold no importance or rarity. After all, billions of them were minted, and they still circulate widely today. But among these billions, an extremely tiny number carry errors so dramatic, so unexpected, that they become anomalies, true miracles of the minting process. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is one such example. Coins from the Denver Mint often show strong strikes, consistent details, and fewer errors than other mints, but that only makes true error coins from Denver even more desirable. It is precisely this rarity that has sparked such intense fascination with the 2001 penny, transforming it from a common everyday object into a legendary collectible. Collectors have always known that error coins hold special value, but what sets the 2001 Liberty cent apart is how dramatic its errors can be. When you look closely at some rare examples, you may find doubling so intense it almost looks like a shadow copy of the letters. You may see the mint mark tilted, misplaced, stretched, or even entirely distorted. You may find misaligned dies, incorrect planchets, off-center strikes, die caps, brockages, clash marks, feet or finger damage, or anomalies in the plating that create patterns never intended by human hands. Each one of these potential mistakes adds not just uniqueness, but immense monetary value that grows exponentially when more than one error occurs on the same coin. This is where things begin to shift from rare to extraordinary, from interesting to priceless, when examining the possibility of a 2001 penny reaching the staggering value of $133.5 million. The key is understanding how collector psychology works and how far people are willing to go for something unique. In the world of collectibles, rarity is only part of the equation. The story behind the item, the myth, the emotion, the history, all of this matters. A coin with multiple extreme minting errors tells a story of a moment in time when the minting process deviated, even briefly, from perfection. It tells a story of machinery malfunction, human oversight, metal composition issues, or environmental interference. It tells a story of survival because many error coins are immediately scrapped, melted, or destroyed before ever seeing the light of day. If a coin with major errors not only survived, but circulated or was preserved by chance, that story elevates its value beyond metal and beyond design. It becomes a living artifact. Consider the dramatic possibility of a 2001 penny struck on the wrong planchet entirely. Imagine it being struck on a dime planchet, making it thinner, lighter, and silver in color. The mismatch in size could force the design to spread unnaturally, distorting Liberty's profile, the date, or the lettering. Collectors pay enormous amounts for wrong planchet errors, especially when they involve a mismatch between denominations. Add the Denver Mint mark, already used far less frequently in rare error combinations than Philadelphia marks, and the rarity multiplies. Now imagine a second error layered on top of the first, doubled dies. A doubled die occurs when the die itself is incorrectly manufactured, not when the coin is struck twice. The die contains two overlapping impressions, so every coin it strikes displays the doubled features. On a highly sought-after coin, doubling on the date or the word Liberty can increase value dramatically. But imagine extreme, unusual doubling combined with an off-metal strike. These types of compounded errors are so rare that they instantly attract the attention of elite collectors, investors, and museums. Another possibility involves dramatic off-center strikes. In some cases, 50% or more of the design can be missing. If the coin shows the date and mint mark fully or partially intact, the value increases significantly. But when that off-center strike also includes a misaligned mint mark, rotated die, or feeder finger scrape, the coin becomes something truly one of a kind. But what really propels the value of certain 2001 pennies into the astronomical range is the legendary possibility of a coin displaying several layered errors that occurred at once. Error combination coins are extraordinarily rare because the minting process naturally corrects mistakes as soon as they are noticed. The idea that an off-center coin struck on a wrong planchet with doubling, plating bubbles, or a partial collar strike made it into circulation is astonishing. The Denver Mint in 2001 was known for high production, and higher production sometimes means greater chances of mechanical stress. Machines running at full speed can overheat, misfeed, misalign, or malfunction. Dies can crack, shift, or fracture. Planchets can jam or overlap. Any of these incidents can produce error coins, but extremely dramatic errors typically never escape the facility. When they do, the world of coin collecting takes notice. The concept of a 2001 penny reaching $133.5 million requires us to understand another factor: market frenzy. When collectors battle to own something truly unique, prices can skyrocket far beyond expected ranges. This has happened before with rare stamps, rare diamonds, rare comic books, rare paintings, and yes, even rare coins. Wealthy buyers don't see these items merely as objects, they see them as investments, trophies, pieces of human history. If two collectors with immense resources decide they want the same one-of-a-kind coin, the price can rise with every bid. It only takes two determined buyers to push something from millions into tens of millions, and occasionally into the hundreds of millions. Now imagine a 2001 penny with an unprecedented combination of errors being discovered and placed into auction. Word spreads. Experts confirm authenticity. Media outlets report on the anomaly. As collectors and investors learn about the coin, demand increases. The idea of owning a coin unlike anything else ever produced by the Denver Mint becomes irresistible. It represents a once-in-a-century opportunity, the kind of opportunity that only happens in stories or dreams. The bidding begins. Numbers rise. Tens of thousands become hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands become millions. Millions become tens of millions. Then the final, unbelievable leap into nine-digit territory. But beyond rarity and market behavior lies another powerful force: public fascination. Stories of everyday objects becoming priceless treasures captivate the imagination of people everywhere. They spark hope that something extraordinary might be hiding in plain sight. When a coin with multiple rare errors is discovered, the story spreads across social media, news outlets, forums, and collector communities. Each retelling amplifies its value. The excitement builds. Speculation increases. More collectors join the hunt for similar coins. This collective energy can raise the perceived value even higher. A coin becomes not just a piece of metal, but a cultural phenomenon. Now let's explore the types of errors that could exist on a 2001 penny valuable enough to justify such an incredible price. One of the most dramatic possibilities is a die break or a retained cud. When a portion of the die breaks off, every coin struck afterward displays a raised, uneven mass of metal where the design once was. If this occurs near the date or mint mark, it transforms the coin into a highly unusual piece. A massive die break combined with a wrong planchet could yield a coin that displays a distorted date, stretched mint mark, and exaggerated features. Collectors love coins with unusual shapes or outlines because they stand out visually from typical pennies. Another possibility is the extremely rare mule error. A mule occurs when two dies that were never intended to be paired together are mistakenly installed in the press.